Hi, so today we're in for a treat because I've got my friend Yen visiting
Hey.
from Melbourne, so we decided to do a video. So this is very much about, how to find a relationship and then maintain a relationship when you have a business of your own, especially a thriving one. So Yen, I'm gonna get her to introduce herself, but she's one of the many female entrepreneurs that I've met in the past few years, and I was really fascinated to see how people who are so successful manage to have such a thriving business and a relationship. So today we're going to have a chat with Yen to see her thoughts on it. So yeah, tell us about yourself.
So I run an online business full time. I quit my job about a year ago. And so it's an online business, so it's, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, depending on what days you want to give yourself off. So the time is quite limited, hey? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's if you ever get a chance to hear Yen's story, it's actually really, really inspiring. How she quit her job in 3 months, but we'll say that for another blog post. And did you tell us about your contacts and who wears them?
Yeah, so my website is billionairebeauties.com. So if you have a chance, check it out. Kylie Jenner, Pia Mia, they all wear the contact lens. And yeah, a lot of influencers. So
Yeah, cool.
all good.
So you've been doing this for 12 months now.
Yeah.
Do you find that it's been hard to find a relationship or enter into a relationship while your business is growing so quickly?
Yep. So I find that, when you're in a relationship and you're running a business, and if that ends, it really gets you, into this cocoon of like, um, if it doesn't work out, then you just kind of block that out and go back into being such a workaholic. So you got to open yourself up. And like any aspect, you need to, like, if you put time into your business and research, you will get the results. So like relationship, you need to put the time out. You need to research. You need to learn how to communicate and put yourself out there to really build a relationship.
Yeah, it's funny that you talk about the relationship between how your love life affects your business. It's so true because how we do one thing in one area of life reflects how we do things in another area of life. So I find that with some women I've spoken to, maybe some things are not going well in their relationship, and that kind of funnels in and filters into their business. So, what's your advice for separating the two so that if you have a bad date or you broke things off with a guy, that your business isn't affected?
Yeah, so obviously, being a woman, we're all emotionally driven. We just gotta learn to separate the two and and work on what it is that you need work on. So if you're in business, I usually switch off everything and just work on that, and to find the people who understands you when you are working. And then with relationship, then work on your relationship, work on your communication skill when you have the time. Yeah.
So I guess it's about finding someone with very similar values or someone who understands your values.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. And now I know you're not single, I know you're in a relationship, but a lot of single businesswomen will say, I just don't have the time to date, and I can't be bothered going out with dates, or online dating doesn't work. So what's your advice for them? Because it's so easy when you have a business of your own to kind of pour all your energy into growing your
Yeah.
business, because that's one thing you can control. So yeah, what's your advice?
So I can see where a lot of the females fall into that category when, you can get into so much work and you forget about relationship, which is really important because every part of your life affects your business as well because that's your life. So luckily for me, I have really good friends, and a lot of them are a lot older than me. I have a friend called Lisa, and she's so passionate about love and fulfilling life and just balance. And she's like, Yen, you need to put at least 20% or 30% of your time into your relationship because that's important, right? Because I'm like 27 and they're all like in their 30s, and like, you don't have that much time, but it's not about time, it's about finding the right person as well. But to be able to put that time out, and you're like, okay, well, yeah, she's right, I need to put time out into my relationship. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so for those who are just maybe dedicating all their time into work, what's your advice? What can they do to at least start dating or start
Yeah.
meeting people?
Yeah. So basically, you put yourself out there, like business. You put time out to then get that result. So in a relationship, you would then put yourself out there. Look, I don't go out, so I do online dating, and genuinely I would do a structure so it's easy for me to, system in. But then, so the system as opposed to, because I don't have that much time to keep going out and meeting everyone, then I'll go. Okay, well, I have to chat to them first. Have your list of the things, the basic things that you need. Obviously, if they swipe right or whatever it is that you're on, and you match, then great. And then you chat to each other. And after chatting on text, I would then ask them to give them their number instead of me giving my number away. I will call them at my time, and then speak to them on the phone, because then you can sort of vibe that their energy, right? Because what's the worst is when you go out with like a date and you just do not connect.
Oh, definitely. Sometimes online chemistry just doesn't translate at all. You can have all this witty banter, and it's so disappointing when you meet them in person.
When you hear the voice, yeah. So I had a lot of occasions like that. So I learned from my mistake and used work on the strategy a lot better. And then so speak on the phone, and then I'd move over to having coffee. Never do dinner first. And then you go from there. First date, second date, and it works well. Then
Yeah. I love these tips because we were talking about it when we were both single, and it just doing this increases your chance of getting a good date.
Filter through, and then that time, then it's worth your time to then meet up with them.
Exactly, because when you're running a business, you just don't have time to go out and have all these trial and error kind of dates. Yeah, definitely. So
time efficiency.
What's that?
Time efficiency.
Yes, exactly. Another thing I always recommend is if you're single and you're looking to find someone and you've got a business, always set maybe 2 days out of the week to go on dates. So 2 days where you're dedicated to your love life. This could mean maybe going out, trying something new. It could mean going on actual dates, or if you've got nothing planned, you should spend that time on yourself and not on your business. That just creates more emotional and physical space.
And abundance, and sort of work on yourself as well. I think it's really important. People forget to work on themselves mentally, and communication towards, your partner or whatever.
Oh, definitely.
Or building relationship in general, like your friends or the people that you meet, and being open.
Yeah. And I always say, meeting someone that you genuinely have a connection with and have long-term potential, it's 80% mindset and 20% everything else. So so we're gonna wrap this up, but what are 3 tips that you can give busy businesswomen or entrepreneurs for juggling relationships and a business?
So my tip is, if you want a relationship, you got to put the time out. Like any business, you need to put the time out and the research and the commitment to put yourself out there. I know it's a little bit different when sometimes you get a little bit embarrassed being online. You're like, oh my God, because I would like be on an app and I'm like, oh my God, I know this person. And then I'll block instantly.
Like a coworker or something.
Yeah, that's so that would happen, but then you gotta see more than that, and like, okay, just block, that didn't happen, okay, move on, and then do what you have to do, and be yourself. What's worse is like, you're trying to hide your beautiful, your strong sort of personality in business, and be a lady. I think we get so dominant as a woman. We forget to sort of let them do things for you, so let them feel needed. I think that's really important.
That's a big one.
Yeah. And be happy. Find someone who can match your value and and understand you as a person, and just really
all great tips. All right, well, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yen really just came to visit me, and then we decided to do a video because we talk about relationships all the time. So hopefully we'll have Yen back on this channel, but until then, we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.